Hey there, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Pete. Today we're going to be taking a look at an entry-level BMX bike from the guys at Kink. This is the Kink Gap XL. It's a great bike for somebody who's looking to get into BMX without spending all the money. It's going to give you some really good features that you can transfer to a frame if you decide that BMX riding is for you and you pound it to death and end up having a failure. Probably won't, but if you ride it for a long time, any frame is actually going to crack. A lot of guys are going to tell you that you need a full chromoly bike to get into BMX and see if it's something you want to do, which really isn't the case because a full chromoly bike is really your second bike or your third bike if you're getting into BMX. You don't have to spend all the money to get into it and find out if this is really going to hold up for you. A bike like this gives you really good components that you can transfer to a new frame if you do really get into riding and start smashing things up. But if you don't, you're not out a ton of coin. The Kink Gap XL is listed at $499, so it's a great bike for the money. It's not going to break the bank and cause you any problems in that department. This bike is set up with a front end that is made out of chromoly steel, so your head tube, top tube, and down tube are 4130 chromoly. The seat tube and chain stays and seat stays on this bike are going to be made of carbon steel, which doesn't sound great to a lot of people, but once again, those people have been riding for years and have already destroyed things and are riding on a level above a beginner. It is a pretty rad color scheme. You'll notice there's a little bit of metal flake in it. The back of the bike is kind of a gold sandy color, and then it fades to a silver up front. Looks clean AF. Wink. It also comes with all kinds of really cool parts. The Kink Gap XL is set up with the Kink Stryker forks, have a 32mm offset and a tapered leg to save weight. Pretty awesome on a bike at $499. When you're looking at aftermarket forks, you're going to find they cost $80 to $150 to get anything that's not going to kill you. So you're getting a good deal on that fork on this bike, and you don't have to worry about it crumpling underneath you being made out of the less expensive material. The handlebars on this Kink Gap XL are the T925s. They're going to be full chromoly and 9.25 inches. Getting Kink Ace grips with thruster bar ends, Kink Bold stem, a Mission headset, Mission token brake lever, and Mission L3 linear cable. This bike comes with Mission Sys V2 brakes, Kink Ridge 3-piece crankset, so you're getting a chromoly crankset on there. You don't have to worry about that thing being weak. It's going to be a little bit heavier since it does have the pinch bolt design, but at $499 you're not going to get a better crankset on a bike. It's actually pretty much the same crankset you get on every bike at this price point, and every brand just puts their name on it. Wink! One of the other great things about this bike is you do have a mid-bottom bracket shell. It's sealed. So when the bearings do fail, you just knock them out and pop new ones in, and everything's going to be buttery good. Or if you get a new frame and you want to transfer everything over, you have the current modern standard bottom bracket, and you don't have to worry about upgrading or buying a new crank and bottom bracket. Get the Kink Hemlock pedals on here. Nice little bit of knurling, some concave, so your feet's going to sit down in them pretty well and give you some traction when you're out there trying to pedal. Also, if you want to do pedal grinds, you don't have to worry about tearing things up because you're just going to slide on some cool plastic. Yeah. One of the super sweet features you get on this bike is a stealth pivotal seat. If you haven't seen them yet, they give you all the benefits of a pivotal without having to fight with that stupid hole in the top looking for where to stick your Allen wrench down in there and try and turn it. It's now located underneath, and you get a much cleaner looking saddle, which you'll notice the saddle on this bike looks awesome, and its little fake leather brown cover is pretty rad. As a fan of brown saddles, I like it. The seat on this bike is the Kink Bomber Stealth, and you get that paired with the Stealth seat post. And if you've been looking at these things, you know that seats and seat posts are not cheap. They're like 40 to 50 bucks a piece nowadays, especially the Stealth system on there. So you're getting a really good seat and seat post on this bike, and that's just amazing. When you look at a lot of the other price point bikes from other companies, they are skimping on these things in particular. You're going to see one-piece seats with no adjustability, and that's kind of a complaint I've been getting from a lot of customers, which is one of the reasons we became a Kink dealer. Their bikes and price points blow away a lot of the other guys. And I'm not going to name names, because you just have to look on the internet and see the part specifications for each brand and what they're selling at this $499 price point. So the wheels on this bike are set up on the Mission hubs. The front is the The Mission Covert Hub, unsealed 3/8 axle. The rear hub on the bike is the Mission Engage cassette. You got 9-tooth driver, sealed bearings. That thing's really going to hold up when you're out there grinding and learning your peg tricks. You don't have to worry about tearing up the 14mm axle in there. The rims are Mission X7s, and they are nice wide box wall construction, single wall rim. Going to hold up for you for the most part while riding. One of the important things you need to remember about your wheels is you need to get your spokes tightened, have them trued properly. If you go out and you ride the bike for 6 to 8 months and you're really jumping and banging into stuff and you don't get those spokes tightened, every rim is going to fail. So if you keep up the regular maintenance, these wheels can last you a pretty good while until you really get into doing 360s and flips, and then you're going to want to upgrade those things. With the money that you save to get your Kink Gap XL, you'll be able to do that. This bike is also equipped with the Kink Server 2.4 tires. So if you're riding street, taking big jumps and drops, it's going to eat up a lot of that smacking into the ground, and you're not going to have to worry about jarring your teeth out. You can run them at 40, 50 PSI and really have some fun. Overall, I would have to say the guys at Kink have done an excellent job in putting together a bike for you at the $499 price point. Sure, you can buy a better bike, but Kink sells those as well. And if you look at the next model up, the Whip XL, oh my God, it is one of the best price point bikes you will ever find. And hopefully we'll do a video on that one soon. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a like, a subscribe, come back for all the fun content down here. If there's another bike you want to see me check out, put a comment in the description down below and I'll try to give you a review on that as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, eat a donut, and stay rad.